Hello everyone. How's it going? Another video. Today was a losing day. I did reset my account because, bro, my drawdown was just fucked. Um, so I took one losing trade on my previous eval. Drawdown was fucked. Reset the account. Was on this account. Took a second trade. That lost. I was done. I'm only gonna take two trades max. So, um, yeah, let's break down this bullshit. Let's go on the 4 hour here. So this is kind of choppy. We did completely inverse this ginormous imbalance that formed from the previous month. In terms of the upside, the only thing that we had was was these equal highs and then this high. No other real draws on liquidity to the upside. I was looking for a short bearish retrace because this is just low resistance liquidity that we can target. Boom, 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 all that shit. All low resistance, all of this right here, all of this. Whereas to the upside, we have these equal highs and these highs, but that's it. Like there's nothing else. So yeah, let's go on the 1 hour. 1 hour, pretty much the same shit. Just shows that we have low resistance liquidity resting below. Show you on this pair too. Low resistance liquidity, bing, 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 all below. Okay. Now, let's go to the sessions. So in terms of session, just Asian session accumulation, London session manipulation, and reversal. Now I'm looking for a distribution of price to the downside. Same exact shit on NQ. Accumulates, manipulates, reverses, distributes. Okay, pretty solid. So I'm going to show you something that happens pretty often. Okay. So on the 5 minute, from this low to this high, and from this low, that guy's wearing the same exact outfit as me. Sorry, soup completely off topic. From this low to this high. This is 5 minute equilibrium. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Where 5 minute equilibrium rests, there's usually a fair value gap. As you can see, fair value gap, fair value gap. Same with the other pair. Fair value gap located at equilibrium. Now, most of the time, so news was bullish today. Yeah. Unemployment claims was good. Most of the time, right? When you see this 5 minute equilibrium with a 5 minute fair value gap located at that equilibrium, there's a high tendency that it taps into this fair value gap and then rejects and goes higher. I've seen that happen so many fucking times. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, which you can clearly see this now, but like generally speaking, it usually has like a 75% win rate. Happens very often. So when you see that, it's usually a good sign to long. So that's ideally what I was looking for. I was waiting for it to tap into here, right? Which it did. And I was waiting for a bullish closure out of it, which we didn't get. Instead, we inversed it. So then that's when I started. That's when I had to flip my bias, right? Because when I saw this at first, I was like, oh, we're definitely going to want to go higher. We're going to want to take out, this previous high up here. We're going to want to, I don't know, maybe take out highs back there. Shit like that. But once I saw us inverse it, then I was like, okay, maybe I need to rethink this. So. Oh, by the way, this is a 30-minute fair value gap. Super skinny. Okay, so what do we do? Fair value, or tap in to the 5 minute fair value gap on both pairs. I just didn't label it on ES. On both pairs. 5 minute, okay. What do we do to that 5 minute? We inverse it, close through it. I was like, oh shit, okay. I wasn't expecting this, but that's what happened. After we closed through it, This just shows that we are pushing lower because we tapped in this fair value gap and pushed lower. After we close through it, we form a 1 minute fair value gap, come down, rally higher into it, get a bearish closure out. That's when I entered. I put my stops right about there. Looking back on it, I probably could have had a bigger stop, maybe right there. But my stop was right around here, a little bit past. I think it was literally at the top of this fair value gap. I could have maybe put it a little bit back past it, but I didn't. So, but my stop loss ends up getting tapped. And as you can see, right here, this is where either I was going to go break even or just take my profits for the day. And that ends up getting smashed right here. I was going to have a runner down to this low right here. And after I took this trade on the other eval, that's when my drawdown was just shit. And I was like, all right, I'm done. So I reset my account and then took another trade on this account right here. This is the second trade. Same thing happened. So we push lower. After we take out this partial, I was like, okay, we're definitely going to want to go lower. Tap into here. This 1 minute fair value gap, get a bearish closure out of it. That's as soon as I entered. Targeting the next real draw on liquidity. What happens? Stop loss gets tapped. Nice. And then it starts going down lower again. And then we rally all the way back into the previous 5 minute, which is weird. That's not normal. This is the 15, I guess, yeah. This is the 15 minute. See, this candle wasn't formed yet. Yeah, so we tapped back into this 15 minute fair value gap here. At this point in time, I was already off the charts. Invert, this is actually a really solid setup. Holy fuck. Okay. Here, I'm gonna delete all this bullshit off my screen. Yeah, this is actually pretty solid. Tap back into the 15 minute. And you can see it on our 15 minute candles. Like, it looks very clean. Then inverse the 5. Could have entered here. Entered there. Stop above the fair value gap. Go to where where I wanted my original take profit at down there. This probably will hit eventually. Yeah, that's pretty solid. That's a solid setup. 15 minute retrace, 5 minute inverse fair value gap. So yeah, it's kind of pretty unfortunate, honestly. I got smoked today. I thought I was gonna go bullish because the way that I trade, equilibrium, where it's resting at a 5 minute fair value gap, when it rejects out of that and gets a bullish closure, it's like almost guaranteed that your take profit at the top of the equilibrium, that top candle, will get hit. But we ended up inversing the 5s, and I was like, okay, we're gonna want to go short. I get the 1 minute retrace, bearish closure out of it. I just get stopped out. So it's a little unfortunate, honestly. I mean, this trade, like, I'll show you. This trade, I entered right here. This trade, although I got stopped out, if I took this just to here with 2 contracts, I probably would have made 1,500. But I did one. 1,500 on one contract was all the way down here. So, yeah. Maybe higher contracts is what I need. Because that, this is also a really solid trade, just looking at this. Just push this a little bit higher next time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I also kind of got smoked. The reason why I pushed back higher is because of this bullish SMT that formed from here to here, or here, sorry. See, bullish SMT, and that's kind of why we just kept railing higher. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I got fucked on the day. starting to read the Trading in the Zone, and I will say he does make a lot of good points, especially about your mindset. Like when you go into the day like thinking you're gonna lose, and you're fearing the things that you don't want to happen. 90% of the time, what you fear will end up happening. He says that word for word. The things you fear will end up happening. Dumb people make for good traders. Dumb people make for good gamblers. There's a lot of rich millionaires who make a lot of money and are stupid people because they're not fearful. They're impulsive. They act with confidence on everything they do. They're not thinking about the possibilities of failure. They're just thinking about winning. I mean, look at fucking Toji. The dude drives any car he wants. He'll lose millions of dollars, and the next day he'll be back up because he's not thinking about, oh, what if I lose? No, he's not thinking about that shit. They chase dopamine, whereas smart people are stuck in a prison held by a warden, and that warden is themselves. I know that sounded retarded, but it's the truth. When you're smart, you start thinking about all these possible routes that it can take. And most of the time, you're thinking in a negative way. What if I lose? What if this trade doesn't hit? What if I blow my account? That's how I think. And when I think like that, I fucking fail. Whenever I go into the market with confidence, I notice that I win more. And it doesn't make sense. Like, how does that make any sense? I don't know. It just does. Like, it literally just does. How you act replicates your work. I don't know. I manifest every morning where I want to be and why I want to be there. But maybe I need to start increasing my confidence in the market and start telling myself I'm the shit. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know the skill. I don't know. Maybe saying it out loud. Putting it in my head. Because it's times like this where I'm like, dude, what am I doing? Like, I literally can't do this. What am I doing? But I can't act like that anymore. I gotta stop. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That was my trade. I took 2 trades today, and I fucked on both. See. Tomorrow, is there news tomorrow? 10 a.m. news. Inflation expectations. It's pretty good. Yeah, we'll be trading tomorrow. Red folder news, and then on Monday, is there news on Monday? Oh, not good. Okay. Unemployment, FOMC in the afternoon. PPI. Next week actually looks pretty good. Except for Friday and Monday, but the rest of the week doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I gotta stop being such a fucking pussy. And just do the shit I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, I took a solid, trades. It's not like I didn't really do anything wrong. Maybe just go in a little bit more confident. Stop going in such low contracts and expecting for crazy RRs to hit. I want to eval. Like, it's not gonna happen. I mean, this is the trade. Like, put this in perspective. This is the trade that I wanted. I entered here, right? I got stopped out there. I wanted that to get hit. Oh, shit. That to get hit. That's a fucking 1 to 5. Like, respectfully, that's just not happening. I mean, this 935 to, like, still, that shit still wouldn't have hit. Like, you gotta put that in perspective. That's me being too careful and being scared to risk a lot of money because I could just blow the account. But I gotta stop being such a bitch. I mean, like, this probably will hit, but like not, like, that's just so unrealistic. My trade for the day should have been the exact same trade I took, where I entered here, pushed my, all right, the stop loss, that was fine. I'm low-key not like pressed about that. Like, my stop loss size was fine. I would risk like $600 something. Maybe I'll risk 700 next time, like something like that. Push it a little bit higher. My take profit should have been down here. Realistically, it should have been down there. And that would have been a solid day. Like a really solid day. But I was careful, risked less, wanting more, and had an unrealistic RR. Unrealistic. Extremely unrealistic. That is playing it safe. That is me scared to risk a lot of money. So I risk less, but want more. So I have this crazy RR that's just not going to hit. Like, that's just not going to hit. So I have to reevaluate. It's good that I'm being self-aware about this shit, you know? This is like, you know how hard it is for me to want to fucking make content after losing? Do you know how hard it is for me to skip my classes and talk about the shit that I did wrong for the day? It's not fucking fun. I don't want to do this. I don't want to even be here. I've said this so many times. I don't want to be here. I feel like college is a distraction, but I have to fucking do this. I have to hold myself accountable. Because if not, I'm going to stay silent and not say shit. And just continue down the path that I'm doing now. I have to take action. It's fucking hard to push out this content. You think it's easy? It's not. It's really not. Having to fucking video edit your shit, push it out, post on your social medias. I mean, that doesn't sound like too bad in the moment, but like, do that after you just blow an account. Do that after you blow an Express account. Do that after you're in a fucking fight with your family members and your relationships and you have to push out information. It's not easy. It's not easy. Not at all. No one ever said trading was going to be easy. And to the people that think you're just going to hop on this shit and get it like, oh, I'm going to get my payout next week. No, not at all. This shit's fucking hard. And it's hard for a reason. Almost all traders fail because they're just giving up. It's because they can't do it anymore. They cave in and they think this is not for them. I'm not going to be that fucking percentage that bitches out and just says I'm done. Can't do it. I just need to be smarter with how I'm trading. That's it. That's all it breaks down into. This should have been my trade. This should have been a trade that I took. But instead I put my RR down here. On one contract, this trade right here would have made me, I don't fucking know. Maybe $700. Like nothing crazy. This on 2 contracts, that would have made a lot. A lot. I gotta be more risky. Be more confident. You need to be confident and risky when you're taking evals. On expresses, you need to be more careful, precise. Not so much safe, but just more careful. Evals doesn't matter. You just fucking buy a new one. It's $50. You know? So, it is what it is. I'll be back on Friday. Just gotta stay disciplined and control my controllables. So, peace out.